Let's get into the scuttlebutt of the day here today. God Almighty! I mean, I mean, this stuff just doesn't stop. This Common Core, my God, my Lord, in sweet blue heaven, man. Parents, wake the frig up. Wake up. This is the kind of crap that they're teaching your children. What are you doing, huh? Are you in the PTA meetings chewing their asses out, huh? Are you into the classrooms chewing out the administrators, huh? The principals, the superintendents? Are you bothering these people? Why not? Why are you still sitting on that goddamn couch with a bag of Cheetos watching that frickin' stupid Kim Kardashian? What the hell is the matter with you? God damn it, people, wake up. This is what these people are teaching your kids. Or you're going to sit at home on the couch watching Kim Kardashian because you're too fat and lazy to get up there and actually take care of and find out what the hell is happening with your children. Well, if you don't care about the education of your child, why did you have your child? Huh? Think about it. You're not going to take care of your child and give them up to somebody who will. There's plenty of parents out there. Plenty of people out there that would just love to be a parent and love to take a child and raise them up because they can't have one on their own. Either the man can't have one or the female can't have one, either way. There's people out there that love children, love people, and they want to take care of them. And now we got all these people who obviously don't seem to care. Because if they did, we'd have a lot more outrage than what we got. It's getting bigger. I agree. And thank God that the outrage is growing. But the problem is it's nowhere near as what it should be. First of all, the outrage should have been at the very beginning, before it was implemented. Actually, it should have never been implemented, but that's a whole another can of worms. But once you parents found out that what the hell your teachers were teaching your kids, you should have been set yourself on fire. You should have ignited. There is no excuse for any of these teachers that teach this crap. None. And principals, administrators, and people that write this crap, and you parents, I'm sorry, but I'm going to put some blame on you. I got to. Look, you're the last defense here. If you are going to allow these schools to teach your kids this crap, you are not part of the problem, parents. You are the problem. So put down your bag of Cheetos, get your fat ass off that couch, turn off that stupid television, and get down to your frickin' school, will you please? Look at this. And I got all kinds of stuff in here today on this Common Core. I don't have children, but I still have a right to talk about this, and I'll tell you why. Because I have to go out there and I have to talk to these frickin' students. Every single day I got to talk to these kids. Yeah, that's right. I do talk to people. I do get off my ship once in a while and do actually communicate with human beings. I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, it's true. I do. And when I talk to anybody under the age of 30, my God, there is no conversation. I mean, it's ridiculous. You cannot have an intelligent conversation with anybody under 30 today. It's absolutely impossible. And now these kids that are growing up here now learning this Common Core crap, they're going to be your friggin' leader someday? Oh, for Christ's sakes, this country is in deep trouble. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look, we can fix Obamas. We can fix the Nancy Pelosi's and the Harry Reids and the Debbie Dum-Dum Wasserman Schultzes. We can fix these people by not voting them in. But you can't fix stupid. And when your child was manufactured, was trained, actually constructed, handcrafted to be a friggin' idiot, you can't fix that. That's almost impossible to fix. So you have to start young. You have to start now. Parents, you got to get down to your school, and you got to get down there today. Find out what the hell your teachers are teaching your kids. Take an interest in your child's education, for Christ's sakes. God almighty, man. I'm sick and tired of having to read these frickin' stories every goddamn day. I'm sick of it. Enough is enough with this crap now. All right, here's another assignment of Common Core. And thank God we had an intelligent parent who wrote on the assignment and sent it back to the teacher. Thank God we do have actual intelligent people out there. We've got intelligent parents. We've got intelligent teachers. We've got good cops, and we've got good congressmen. But we don't get to see these people all that often because there's too many bad ones out there. This is a homework assignment for an 8-year-old. 8. Imagine when you were 8. What was that, second grade? 8 years old. 8. Think about that. 8 years old. What were you doing when you were 8 years old? Huh? Well, you were learning times tables. Well, I actually learned times tables in first grade, but my mom taught it to me. But that's a different story. But in 8th grade, you're learning things like, times tables, and you're learning this and learning different things. You're not worried about whether mommy is cheating on daddy or daddy's cheating on mommy. You may have that, yes, but that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate lesson. Not appropriate curriculum for 8-year-old in a school. For God's sakes, teachers, why would you even hand this out? Here it is. This is the question. Now remember, 8 years old. 8, not 18. Which I don't really think this is appropriate even for 18. This is stupid. This is just gibberish. It's irrelevant material. Why it's in here, God Almighty, who knows? But here is the question now. This was the question on a handout to an 8-year-old. 8 years old. Here it is. Ruby sat on the bed she shared with her husband holding a hair clip. Ruby sat on the bed she shared with her husband holding a hair clip. Why do you have to phrase it that way? A bed she shared with her husband. Why are you talking about that for 8 years old? I don't know. But it continues. This only gets worse. There was something mysterious and powerful about that cheaply manufactured neon clip that she was fondling in her newly suspicious palms. Cheaply manufactured neon clip. Why do you have to describe it that way? You're trying to turn... why would you... 8 years old? First of all, you can't read some of these stupid words anyway. Suspicious? An 8-year-old, I doubt very seriously, can read the word suspicious. And fondling? Nice choice of words. She didn't recognize the hair clip. It was too big to be their daughter's, and Ruby was sure that it wasn't hers. She hadn't had friends over in weeks, but there was this hair clip. Little and green with a few long black hair strands caught in it. Ruby ran her fingers through her own blonde hair. She had just been vacuuming when she noticed this small, bright green object under the bed. Now their life would never be the same. She would wait here until Mike returned home. Now, first of all, that story right there is completely inappropriate. Just absolutely inexcusable. That is inexcusable material for an 8-year-old. That's just inexcusable material for school. What the hell? This is stupid. You can find another story. You don't need this story. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. Now, here are the questions. Why is Ruby so affected by the hair clip? And then in the box, it says, what in the text supports your idea? I mean, what the hell are these? What possible lesson are they trying to teach these kids? I can't possibly think of anything. Why would you need to talk about this? I mean, comprehension. I remember we had comprehension tests all the time in school. You read something, you ask some questions, and you got to prove how you got the answer so the teachers know that you were able to read and comprehend what the hell you were reading. Okay, fine. But the story, this is the problem. What are they trying to indoctrinate into these child's minds? Huh? What? That it's okay to cheat on your spouse? or it's not okay to cheat on your spouse. And why would that even be a topic of discussion for 8 years old anyway? Why would it be a topic of discussion in school, even in high school? What the hell? Why would you? No. That kind of stuff. First of all, that's personal, and people they got to learn that on their own. You don't learn that. You don't talk about this kind of stuff in school. It's stupid, especially 8 years old. For Christ's sakes, 8 years old. 8. Next question. How has the hair clip affected Ruby's relationship? And then again, in the box, what in the text supports your idea? I read this over the weekend and was like, how did we get here? How the hell did America get to this level? How the hell did we get here? Well, I'll tell you, we fell asleep. Well, now we're awake, and now we got a lot of work to do, which means we can no longer sit on that couch and watch Kim Kardashian anymore. I'm sorry. Cheetos suck anyway. I don't even like them. But you're going to have to get rid of them. You're getting too fat anyway. Here's a third question now. From where did the hair clip most likely come from? The store or the whore? What are you trying to ask these kids? What the hell's the matter with you people? And then again, of course, in the box, what in the text supports your idea? I mean, what are they trying to indoctrinate into these kids' minds? And again, you don't have to have a child to be upset at this, because we all do talk to kids. We talk to people. People talk to people. And when you talk to anybody under 30 today, they're idiots. It's impossible to have a conversation with these people. And now what they're doing to these kids, well, eventually they're going to turn 30. They're going to turn 40s and 50s and 60s, and they're going to be leaders of the country. Well, there's not going to be a republic if we're going to have students like this. If this is what we're going to be teaching our students, we will not have a republic. I don't know who's going to take us over. China, Russia, Christ almighty, Liechtenstein could take us over now. I don't even think they got an army. They might have a Boy Scout troop. But, I mean, my God. Why would a teacher think that this is appropriate material, first of all? And thank God for the parent. She writes on there big letters, right on there. Scratches it out, puts a big, huge, giant X over the assignment, and writes in there, inappropriate, 2 explanation points. I'm not explaining to an 8-year-old. Well, good for you, parent. Good for you. A whole bunch more parents need to be exactly like you. You should have actually done this in person, though. I got to be honest. Instead of writing it on there, no. You need to show your frustration. And let's get into this right now, because there's a big difference between, liberals, when they hear people like me. And yeah, I do get fired up, and I get fired up real quick. The liberals have as soon as you raise your voice and as soon as you have any kind of passion whatsoever, immediately, they've got to discredit you as anger. It's anger. Anger is mean. Anger is hate. What I have is frustration. There's a big difference between anger and frustration. Anger is mean. Anger is hate. Frustration. That's not anger. That's not hate. That's not mean. That means we're just sick and tired of having to put up with nonsense. And yeah, we're going to be a little loud. You don't like it? Well, change. Fix yourself, and you won't hear us anymore. How about that? Oh, no, we can't do that because we're perfect. We're right. We believe in peace and love and unicorns and rainbows for everybody. The only body that hates that I see is coming more from the left than coming from the right. It's not hate. I don't have hate. If I had hate, you'd all be dead because I would kill you, because that's what hate is. That's anger. It's not frustration. There's a big difference. Parents, you need to get down there to your school. Start chewing some asses out. My God. All right, we've got a lot to do today, so let's open up my treasure chest here. See if we can plunder any booty. Oh, God, look at this right on top. Unfreaking believable. God, we've got so much of this Obamacare crap today. I don't even know why I want to talk about it. I mean, look. You knew that they were going to get their number. You knew that was going to happen. You knew that they were somehow, some way, it was going to come up that they were going to reach their number. They didn't reach their number. And I've got proof that they didn't reach their number. They haven't reached their number. They might have had 6 million people or 7 million people, whatever number they pulled out of their ass this morning. I don't know. But whatever number it is, it's not a real number. You know it's not a real number. They know it's not a real number. But here they are lying to you, and you accept it. Why? Well, because they told me they're president. This is the administration. This is the government. The government doesn't lie. Only Republicans lie. Don't you know? Didn't you get the handbook? The liberal handbook? You didn't get that? All right. I'll send you a tweet. How about that? Tweet. Oh, God. We got more of those stupid tweets today, which I'm really not interested in. Stop with the tweets. Can we stop with the Twitters and the goddamn emails and all this crap? Can we learn to talk to people face to frickin' face? Do we got to tweet everything? I'm sick of these little Twitter tats and all these. I mean, the Facebooks and all that. Stop it. My God in heaven, what's going to happen now since Barack Obama gave the keys to the internet to Putin? What's going to happen now when the internet is shut down? How the hell are you people going to communicate? Well, I can't send a tweet. Oh, no. I can't find out what Kim Kardashian's doing. What am I going to do? Well, you're going to have to actually have a conversation with another human. But see, you don't know how to have a conversation with a human because you've been a manufactured idiot your entire life. You don't know how to speak. You're an idiot. But you can send a tweet. Gotta get them tweets in there. Tweet, tweet, tweet. So we got a lot of this stupid Obamacare to cover today. I still had a lot more Common Core to cover. But, look, I let's get moving on. If we got more time, we'll cover this stupid Common Core. You know it. You know it. Parents, just pay attention to what the hell your teachers are teaching your kids. And yeah, it is okay to chew a teacher's ass out. It's okay to chew the principal's ass out. It's okay to chew the superintendent's ass out. It's okay to chew the governor's ass out. Which, by the way, speaking of governors, I tried to move on, but no. As soon as I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Oh. This is about the governors. This is why we now have Common Core. You remember that stimulus package a few years ago? Yeah, you remember that. All them shovel-ready jobs. Damn near $1 trillion pumped into the economy. No, it was $1 trillion taken out of the economy and put into the hands of campaign donors and union bosses. It did not go to the American people. That's criminal right there. That is grounds for dismissal right there. That is grounds for impeachment just on that. And you know how I feel about this president and what he has done to the preamble of this Constitution, which is grounds for impeachment right there. But with that stimulus, just one of all the violations that this administration has committed on this country, just one by themselves, Benghazi, Fast and Furious, IRS, stimulus packages, Obamacare, executive orders, any one of these just by themselves is enough to impeach this president. And yeah, I do say impeach. I'm one of these people. I'm not afraid to speak the goddamn truth. I'm sick and tired of people sugarcoating everything. Why do we want to sugarcoat it? Huh? Because you don't like the truth? It hurts? Does it, sweetie? The truth hurts you, huh? Well, you know what? The truth doesn't hurt. The truth is just simply the truth. If the truth hurts you, that means it has exposed you or proved you wrong. tapped into your little ego. Other than that, no, the truth does not hurt. How can the truth possibly hurt? Think about that for a moment. Think about that for a moment. How the hell can the truth hurt? Unless it exposes you or proves you wrong. How can the truth hurt? It doesn't. It doesn't. So here's the truth. With this stimulus package, this is how it was put in. This is how they got Common Core, which is all part of Agenda 21. It's all this stuff is all the same. Yeah, they are fundamentally transforming this country. I wouldn't call it transformation. I got a few other words that I would rather not say over these airwaves. But you get the goddamn idea. But this is how Common Core got implemented into our way of life, which is threatening our way of life, by the way. When your children are idiots, that's threatening your way of life. I'm sorry, but it is. There's no accountability anymore. Nobody has to be responsible. They can do whatever they want. No problem. I don't have to be held responsible for anything. Well, you know what? This stuff is gonna explode in your face one day. It's all gonna come at you. And you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna get hit hard. Every one of you liberals under 30 years old, you are due for a very, very rude awakening. I just hope to God I'm there to see it. And you know what? Guess who's not going to lift a finger to help you? That's right, me. I flat refuse to help you. I will sit there and watch you. I will watch you fall. Anyway, getting back to the stimulus package on how we got Common Core, there were a lot of cash-strapped states in the United States. And this president, he knew it, and they prayed, not putting your hands together and talking to the Almighty. Pray, as in a lion. Pray, P-R-E-Y. Pray. They prayed on these states. And these states were naive, gullible, and obtuse enough. Actually, they were a little bit more than that. They were greedy, is what they were. All they saw was the dollar signs. That's all they saw. They didn't see where that money was coming from. Did you, governors? Huh? Did you see where that money was coming from? No, you didn't. All you saw was money. Money, 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 money. Gimme, 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 gimme. Well, that money has to come from somewhere. It came out of the country's economy. That's where this stuff comes from, people. It doesn't come there. There isn't just some government bank where the government just goes out there and just starts taking as much money as they want and distributing it. It comes from you. Every time you get your ass up and go to work, that money's coming from you. You're working for it. And you're just giving it to the government, and they're just handing it out to all their little friends. They don't care where it goes, and it's blown, it's gone. Doesn't exist. Where is it? Where is that $1 trillion that we spent on this stimulus package, huh? Well, those green companies, like Solyndra, and there was a whole bunch of them, they got a bunch of multi-million-dollar bonus checks for bankrupting a company that had no business even conducting business. They weren't in business to conduct business. They were in business to get a check back. See, they gave money to Obama's campaign. Oh, you didn't know that? A campaign donation. You didn't know? What? You didn't know that a campaign donation was a monetary investment? You didn't know that? Wow. Man, you got to get up with the times. It's not like it used to be, where a campaign donation was a gift, and you didn't get anything in return but a chance for your candidate to actually win the race. But not anymore. Oh, no. You give a campaign donation, and if the person wins, well, you got to get paid back. Yeah, that money isn't going to you just for free now. You got to not only pay me back, but you got to pay me back with interest. And that's what he did with the stimulus package. Your money He paid his campaign donors back with your money. Tell me how that is not theft. Huh? How is that not theft? You damn Skippy, it's theft. Not only should he be impeached, but he should be in jail. Especially what he did with Benghazi. That's murder. 4 of them. 4 murders. 4! Fast and Furious was 1. Yeah, I know it's only 1 murder, and I know Benghazi was only 4. Nah, there's not very many. It's only 4. Plus in Benghazi, look, it was a dangerous area. They knew it. They knew the risks. Hey, these people bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I mean, why are we still complaining about this? Besides, Benghazi was such a long time ago. I mean, I have these phony scandals. Keep bringing them up. You people on the right, can you just stop, please? You keep bringing up on these old phony scandals, Fast and Furious. Let it go, man. Let it go. It's over. Move on. No, I'm not going to move on. Not until there's people in jail for what they did with Benghazi. No, that's treason. Look, if you allow the enemy to attack or allow the enemy to continue their attack, that is treason. I don't care what the Constitution says, and I know you need all kinds of things to prove treason. And there's reasons for it, and I understand it, and I agree with it. I totally agree with it. However, it does not change the fact that if you allow the enemy to attack your citizens, your country, or you allow them to continue their attack, that is treason. I don't give a damn what it says in no stupid book, no stupid constitution, no stupid anything. I don't care if it's written on the wall. I don't care if it's written in stone. It's treason, and that's just it, period. You do not allow the enemy to attack you unless you want the enemy to attack. Is that what you wanted, Mr. Sotoro? Huh? What, you didn't like the ambassador, so you wanted to bump him off? Is that it? Huh? Criticize you? Send out a critical tweet? Is that what happened? Or did that 400 surface-air missiles armed deal that you were trying to do with the Syrian rebels, the Al-Qaeda, somehow, some way that deal went bad, and that's what happened here. But we couldn't send people to go save these people. Now, look, I do know for a goddamn fact that when our boys go down, we send troops. We send people, because I've had to do it myself. We didn't wait. Well, it's not enough time. Look, come on. It's taco night at the base. Kim Kardashian's on. The boys are tired. They've been working all day. Come on. Plus, by the time we get there, the fighting's going to be over. They're all going to be dead anyway, so what the hell's the point? We'll just wait for a couple of weeks and let CNN go in there and rummage it, and then we'll be all right. We can get Susan Rice to go out there and give a bogus explanation of what happened and to all the Sunday morning puke shows. We'll be all right. Don't worry about it. We'll win the election. We've got enough illegal aliens in this country to vote 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. We're going to be all right. We don't need to worry about this. Well, yeah, you do, because this ain't over. There is no limit of, what do they call that, limit of statutations or whatever the hell that stupid word is. I can't even think right now. I'm so incensed. I am. I'm pissed right now, and I'm going to stay pissed. And now I'm cussing like a frickin' madman. Well, that's what these people do to me. I'm sorry, Benghazi's not over with. Don't give me this crap. It was a long time ago, and don't even think about giving me it's a phony scandal. I don't want to hear that crap. It's not a phony scandal. The ambassador was raped, cattle prodded, tortured, and then murdered. Is that a phony scandal? Yeah, I know. It was only 4 lives. I know. It wasn't like it was a whole bunch, but 4 lives is still 4 lives. 1 life with Fast and Furious. That's all it takes is 1 life. All it takes is 1. And there was no excuse for that Fast and Furious. How the hell could any attorney general do something like this to give weapons? Well, not give them, but allow weapons to go into the hands of Mexican drug cartels. Now, you know who these people are. Go into the hands of Mexican drug cartels. Take them across the border into Mexico and start killing people. And that's what they do. That's what Mexican drug cartels do. They do 2 things. That's the only thing that they do. They sell drugs and they kill people. That's it. That's all you do. You sell drugs and you kill people. So we're going to give these weapons to these people, thousands of them. And there's still thousands of them that have never been found and never will be found. God only knows how many people have actually been murdered by these guns. Why the Attorney General was not thrown in jail for that, I don't know. But it tells me that this president, because he did not fire that Attorney General. Look, anybody who was in any kind of management situation would have something like this come across their desk. I don't care how good of a friend this guy is to you. I'd fire my own mother if she did something this stupid. I wouldn't give a damn. Sorry, Mom. You're out. I love you, but you're out. You don't allow the Mexican drug cartels to get weapons, smuggle them across the border into Mexico. Why Mexico wasn't so upset? Well, I think we all know that a very large population of the Mexican government is connected with cartels. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's get back to this Common Core. This is how Common Core got implemented to our way of life. Bribery. Government said, oh, you got cash strapped, and oh, you want money for education, do you now? Okay, sign here. Yeah, but what am I signing for? Well, we haven't written it yet. We don't know yet, but sign here and you'll get the money. You don't sign, you don't get the money. Well, there were 5 states that told the Obama administration to go screw themselves. There should have been 50, not 5, but 50. And now, the majority of these states now are finding out, whoa, wait a minute, we signed up for all this free money thinking we were going to get such a good deal, and we found out that it's not. Yeah, that's what happens when you buy something sight unseen. Well, you governors deserve this. The American people do not.